Hey y'all, welcome back. It's Missy. Thanks for joining me again for another layout process video. This one's for the Hip Kit Club, and this is for my next layout using the 2015 May kits. And this washi tape booklet from the Fine and Dandy Dear Lizzie collection is in the embellishment kit, and there's a lot of cute paper strips. And I was just in the mood to use them, and I wanted to use them as a background element. So that's what I started with on some white cardstock. And I just picked some of the strips that jumped out at me, and I just started sticking them down. I knew that I wanted to put my picture kind of in the upper right-hand corner area. And so that's where I started building my washi tape strip layers. And I'm using a picture of me and two of my really good friends from last year. We went to dinner, and of course, we have to commemorate a friend dinner with a selfie. So that's what this is a picture of, and I've had it for, I think it's since September, and just hadn't scrapped it yet. So that's what I'm going to scrap today. Now, on some of my washi tape strips, I use them whole, and some of them I like to tear. I just like it to look uneven sometimes, and it just depends on what the pattern is. There's a lot of this tape, and each strip is different. It's kind of a nice way to get a lot of tape without getting, a lot of different rolls, because you know how long a roll of washi tape can last. So this is a good way to get samples of a lot of different ones. And I wind up changing this here in a minute. I decide that I don't want to bring it down really low, like where I'm sticking it right there. I wind up picking it up and redoing it a little bit. The more I looked at it, the more I thought, well, I love sticking washi tape down. I think if I would have kept going, I would have just covered the entire sheet of cardstock. And that's not what I wanted to do. So I kind of redesign it here, and the good thing about this washi tape is it's, it peels up and sticks right back down, so it's not a permanent thing. And I think that's what's one of the fun things about washi tape is I do rip a little piece of my cardstock right there, but it wasn't even noticeable, so that didn't bother me. But I like the fact that you can tear it and you can stick it down and pull it back up and reposition it. I'm sorry if my voice is scratchy. I'm doing this voiceover in the morning. I usually do my voiceovers at night after my girls are asleep, but I was just too tired last night. And plus I wanted to watch Dancing with Stars. So I chose watching TV over scrapbooking voiceovers, and that never happens. But last night I thought, well, you know what? I'm just tired, so I decided to wait and do it today. So now I still have morning scratchy voice. So I've spent a lot of time on this washi tape here, and I just keep adding and putting my photo back over where I'm gonna, put it, and I just keep adding little pieces here and there. And the colors in this collection are really fun. Lots of pinks, yellows, teals, and some reds even, and a little bit of black mixed in. And it's really pretty. And everything goes really, really nicely with everything that Kimberly, has included in these kits. And I even pull in a little bit from the April kits from last month in this, because there was so much in those kits and I had a lot left over, and so they flow really well together. And I think that's one really good thing about the hip kits from month to month. If you have leftovers from last month, pull it out, because chances are it's gonna go with the next month's kit. And so I wind up using some things from last month later on. Alright, so I finally got my tape where I wanted it, and I'm going to add a little bit of mixed media. And so I pull out my white gesso, and as I'm rubbing it down with my finger, some of the ink or the color from the washi tape smudged off. You can't really tell, but some of that pink and red there on the left lower corner, it smudged off like it was already painted, and I'm not sure what kind of materials they use to color washi tape, but it did. It bled off a little bit and smudged, but it's okay because I'm going to cover it up anyway. I just thought that was strange because, you know, I've never had washi tape color come off. So this is something from last month's kit, the 6x6 Rise and Shine paper collection. And as you can see, the colors go well. And I know these are both American Crafts, but the colors were just too perfect to not use. And I still had a lot of that 6x6 paper pad left, so I used a couple sheets from it to back my picture. I want to pull in some of the pink and some of the little orange color, orangey yellow color there. Excuse me. This is not a good time to have a frog in my throat. Goodness gracious. Alright, so I like that, and I did add my vellum behind my picture, and I'm going to use this yellow paint dabber, and that's from this month's color collection, color kit. And even though it's paint, and I totally thought I'd turn my camera on, but I didn't, so I did that when you weren't looking, and I apologize. I always try to make sure my camera's going, but I pulled the viewfinder down, and I forgot to hit record. So I took my plastic packaging, put a little bit of paint on it, put a little bit of water on it, and smudged it down. That's all I did. And if you watch any of my other videos, you would probably know exactly what I'm talking about there, because you've probably done that technique too. These little stencils are in this month's color kit also, and the cracked pistachio paint is from March. It's also a little paint dabber, and I just wanted to add some more of that teal color, that light mint color. And that paint dabber for March was perfect. And that's a good thing about getting the color kit, is usually when there's paint or ink, it lasts and lasts and lasts. You know, you're not going to run out of it right away. So I add that fun over there to the side. And then on this Project Life card, I want a little bit of the red. So I cut off some of the edges as layering, and then I'm going to fussy cut out Celebrate Every Day and use that as a little subtitle. But I'm not going to make you watch me cut the whole thing out there. And I've picked out a couple of bits and pieces from the other kits, a piece of a wood veneer and a pink paisley transparency piece. It's an arrow with gold around it. These are the Chickanitty stamps, and I'm going to use black, that's not StazOn ink, what is that? Ranger Archival ink. I'm just going to add some stamping to my background to add a little bit more interest and to bring in a little bit more black. These circle stamps are really cool. There's a scribbly circle, and then there's a nice round circle with a little arrow through it. And I'm really liking how this is so sorry, how this is turning out. This will be the last time I do a voiceover in the morning, clearly. Clearly, I can't talk straight. So I like the way this is looking, and I decided I need a little bit more black down at the bottom, so I add a little bit more of a piece of spotted washi tape there. And this is also from last month, from the April embellishment kit. I've had a lot of these thickers left, and this word lovely is perfect for this. It's the mint color. It's a little bit different shade, but I like the way it goes. I think it turns out okay. And I overlap those, and I do wind up gluing some of those down in addition to just sticking them there, because anytime I use gesso, you know, anything with sticky on the back, it doesn't stick as well to that background because of the grit. And that's not a problem because I just glue it down. These are also from the May kit, these Chickanitty Alpha thicker, not thickers, stickers. And they stick really well. And I still go through and run a stitch through them just to make sure later on. I'm going to add some pink thread behind that Celebrate Every Day just for a little more interest and texture. And to keep the messy factor going on, because I like the random look, the messy, tangled look of the thread. That little piece is from the Pink Paisley Citrus Bliss line, and I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to it to continue that yellow going on right there. I'm just going to glue that down on top of it. I'm going to pull out my tiny attacher to staple that because I feel like if it was so clear that if I used glue or my tape runner, you'd be able to see it. So that's when a stapler comes in handy. The paint dabber colors these wood veneers perfectly. So I wanted another pop of yellow up there at the top. And this yellow looks kind of neon greenish, but it's really yellow. There's a couple other little tiny pieces, that butterfly and that pink heart that I'm going to add. The colors just match so great. I love these colors together. Those enamel stickers are from Chickanity, and I pull in some light pink. It's going to say hello. That's also from the Fine and Dandy collection. That's in the main kit, I think. Oh, there's where I did my stitching. I fussy cut out that 3, and looking back, I probably should not have used liquid glue. I forgot for a second that was vellum, and it kind of buckled. I mean, not too much, not enough to make me pull it off and redo it, but it did dry a little bit bumpy. Add a little more of that mint cracked pistachio color to the right. And now I'm going through another sticker sheet from last month. And from this month, these 2 puffy stickers from Evilicious. They match perfectly again. We've got some green and yellow, some of that orangish red, and some gray. And I just pull some random pieces here and there. This is part of my favorite part of the layout, is just adding in little bits and pieces here and there at the end. That little pink sentiment sticker sheet is also from last month. There were so many. You get 2 sheets of 4 different colors, and so probably using those in future kits for a while. I trace over those black and white striped letters just to make them pop a little more. Those stickers right there from Ellie's Studio are also from last month. As you can see, I didn't use that many of them, so with that mint color, they were perfect for this. And I'm just going to write the word, well, not write, stick down the word Abuelos, because that's the restaurant that we were eating at, which was delicious. And those are also from last month. I couldn't pass up not using the hot pink color. It was perfect. So I just add the year, and then I bring out my T-square ruler, draw a couple lines, and add in my journaling. And if you have not checked out the Hip Kit Club, I highly recommend it. Every single kit, every single month is just amazing. Everything flows and matches so well. So much fun. And now my final touch is to add some black color shine splatters. And it wasn't splattering very well, so I had to really work at it there. And that's the final piece right there. Now you can see that it's more of a yellow than a green color. But I love all these colors mixed together. I love the mixture of the kits. I think all of the elements just are meant to be together. And I love the final product. So thank you so much for joining me. If you have not checked out Hip Kits, it's hipkitclub.net. The June kits will be revealed soon already. And I hope you guys will check it out. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch and to leave your comments. And I will see you again very soon. Thanks so much and have a great day.